All right, hello everybody. Hello, welcome to another. Well, it's not another. I guess UNPL video. Again, this is Ricky, my coach, Virginia Victinis. We are here for semifinals of the UNPL's Winter Wildcard. Um, since we managed to make it all the way down here, um, we ended at third on the overall ranking on our division, which is pretty decent, I guess. We did lose 2 games, but we did manage to win the other 4, so that's good and all. Um, but on that note, we're going to be rematching the Global Gene Purple Crobats and their coach, Nicholas. Beat us on week 2. If you remember, that's the METANG game. It was a very close game. That I think we could have done better. I think we had a solid strategy. We just let that freaking Mentan dismantle us. So it is what it is. Make a few wrong assumptions, and ended up costing us in the end. Anyways, hopefully we'll do better this time around. I am gonna show you the matchup real quick. My Pokemon is on the left. Their Pokemon are on the right. They haven't, I don't believe, making changes since we faced on week 2. I did get rid of Pikachu and Palossang and grab Dugtrio, Alola, and Electabuzz. I do feel like my team is a lot stronger now, or at least I like it better. Those two, they just weren't caught in it, to be honest with you. Pikachu, in theory, is nice, has higher attack than, or as much attack as the Diosic attack, but there's a reason why the Diosic attack is not the best. You just can't take a hit, just like Pikachu. And then Palossang it's always been such an aggro Pokemon. So yeah, we're gonna run with this team this time for the matchup, and hopefully we can put on a better performance than we did last time. Like I said, this is a off season, so much shorter, and there's playoffs is directed to semifinals with the top 4 teams. So yeah, we'll see how we can do. Anyways, let me show you what I'm bringing for this game. Alright, first of all, we are bringing our Gold Digger, the Hisuga Sneasler, of course, the captain, first pick. It's always going to come to the game. We are running a choice card set with Adamant Nature this time. Their speed tier is a little bit awkward. Tatsugiri is, the fastest thing. I do feel like they're pressured into running Max Pix Strika. So I'm not even gonna bother, I guess, with the speed. Drag is a thing, but it is what it is. If it comes, we're just gonna have to deal with it. Close combat, throat chop, gunshot, cover the entire team for the most part pretty nicely. I do need to chip some things down to be able to do things, but I guess I had learned throughout this entire season that when it comes to choice starters, I should always bring one. Last time they brought a choice scarf, what is called Bombardier, and that did a lot of work, and I didn't have a choice scarf, so it was a little bit complicated. Last game I was choice bandit, and it has potential, but if I cannot take a hit or cannot move faster than the Bombardier, then what is even the point, right? Toxic Spikes is the last move as filler, just because they do not have a grounded poison. So, maybe we can set down on a switch and it will be nice. Pokemon number 2 is going to be our good old Rambo, the Blastoise. It did great during the last game. It was actually our MVP and almost wins the game if didn't get a little bit unlucky. We're not bringing the same set though. Last time we brought a completely special defensive set to check the Tatsugiri. As I've been building, I just happened to remember that Mega Blastoise is a thing, and Ice moves are not the best move that necessarily Blastoise gets to hit the Tatsugiri. It actually gets Dragon Pulse. So we are running a little bit of a more offensive set. It's still bulky enough to be able to take Draco Meteor comfortably and recover some health with the leftovers, but at the same time we can hit it with Dragon Pulse this time. We are bringing a special set, mostly because number 1 I want to run Dark Pulse, and number 2 I do want to hit their team, especially the stupid Metan on the special side. They did rain Terra Dragon on both their Terra Captains last time. I doubt that they're going to do the same this time, but if they do, the coverage of Dark Pulse actually hits it pretty nicely. And yeah, for the most part, this hits the entire team. Rapid spin, of course, is to spin rocks if they decide to go with that. Do they have access to spikes? I mean, in theory, they do have access to spikes and toxic spikes and sticky webs. So I just have to be very careful if they decide to bring the Tarantula. Maybe that's something new they got, because I feel like I had accounted for that last time. But anyways, that's gonna be the Blastoise. Hopefully, it can be one of our MVPs again this week. But we'll see. Pokemon number 3 is gonna be our Terra Captain this week. Once again, like last time, I'm bringing Terra Fairy Quilladin. That might be a little bit predictable for them, but it is what it is. I just had to roll with my gut. We are bringing a little bit of a different set though. Last time I was Iron Defense, but I was Iron Defense, Leech Seed, Synthesis, and I think Terra Blast. This time, we're actually gonna be a little bit more proactive set. If we cannot, I mean, they did bring freaking Striker with Taunt last time, which is actually pretty annoying. Because it can stop, because it can actually stop me from setting stuff like Leech Seed, and they could smart enough and ended up bringing Sap Zipper this time, which actually will be pretty deterrent for me if I ended up giving a boost to this attack. So instead, this week for recovery, we're just bringing Synthesis. For damage, we're actually bringing Super Fan because, like I said before, I do need things to be cheap for Sneasel to be able to come in and just destroy things, and Super Fan is actually pretty nice for that. So we're bringing that Terra Blast because Terra Fairy, Terra Blast hits the entire team pretty nicely, except for maybe Torkoal. If they bring Torkoal, we just have to deal with it. And last but not least, Spikes, because I feel like if we can spike them up, we're gonna be on a much more advantageous position. They do a lot of switching, and they didn't really bring a whole lot of boots last time. So yeah, that's gonna be Quilladin. Like I said, probably a little bit predictable, and maybe they'll bring Terra Poison and something, or Terra Steel. But it is what it is. I can hopefully handle that. Pokemon number 4 is gonna be our Heavy Duty Boots Charizard Toothless. Last time I brought a Dragon Dance, a Belly Drum set actually, and it could have done a lot of work have I popped the cherry a little bit. Later in the game, I did it too early. It is what it is. They're probably gonna bring the Scarf or the Striker or the Bombardier again, so no point on doing that again. So this time I'm gonna be a little bit more flexible and bring my just especially offensive attacking. This combination of moves hits the entire team for super effective, or at least neutral on my stabs. So that's pretty nice. I'm running Modest because I can't afford to do that. I will outspeed Timid, Bombardier, or Tatsugiri, even if they are running Timid. And the rest, I just need Bulk, Bulk allows me to take some hits and retaliate back, so that was always nice. Heavy Duty Boost because they got access to a lot of rocks, so even though I have a spin, I don't want to have to rely on that. Pokemon number 5 is gonna be one of our transactions. Good old Handsome Bros did a lot like the trio, holding a Life Orb. This just hits the entire team. The only thing that outspeeds us is the Striker. Everything else gets outspeed and hit relatively very, very hard. So hopefully, this is a little bit, and we always had the utility of the things. I could run Stealth Rocks instead of Sucker Punch, but realistically, I just wanna get damage with this, to be honest with you. So hopefully we can put on some work with it, And the Tangle Hair is always nice to potentially stop some fast threats and revenge them. And last but not least is gonna be our boss last year, the Electaboost. This is probably gonna be my lead all day, every day. Especially if they bring Tarantula. We just had Taunt for stopping any set of shenanigans they may have. Ball Switch is good versus the entire team except the Striker if they bring Lightning Rod, but I don't expect it to be necessarily a special set, or knockoff or the Pupitar, but the whole point of running low kick is to force the Pupitar into having to Terra, so that way I can ball switch on it. We're actually running a minus speed nature because I want the extra power on both ball switch and physical moves. But at the same time, the only thing that I want to outspeed is a max speed Pupitar. Everything else is I would prefer to get a slow ball switch off. So that actually helps. And actually with 4 speed EVs, both like Electaboost outspeeds my speed Pupitar, so I can always lead with it and taunt or knock off his Eviolite or whatever else. So this Pokemon is not gonna do a lot. I wish it could, but it can't. But it won't. But hopefully it will do enough to put me in a good position for the rest of the game. Knockoff, of course, is always annoying. I wish I had it on my Pokemon, but it is what it is. And yeah, Ball Switches went on. And Static hopefully can be annoying. I don't think that they may run Choice Scarf Bombardier just because I had this Pokemon, but they could. So, and if they do, that's perfectly fine. We have an answer for it this time. Anyways, that's gonna be the thing. Hopefully the game goes well. We'll see. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the game. Alright, welcome to the game, everybody. So he has Terra Water on Metang and Terra Dragon on Pupitar. Cool. Well, Blastoise is not as good as it was going to be, but it's fine. They essentially bring they didn't bring Tatsugiri. What did they bring this time that they didn't bring last time? I think the Hitmonchan is coming this time that it didn't come last time, which could have Poison Jab more than likely for this, but that's fine. We can try to deal with it. I kind of wish I would have brought Leech Seed, but you know, it is what it is. But again, you know, the Striker could be defensive enough to be able to take that. The Pupitar is Terra Dragon, so that's of note. Now this will be pretty useful for the METANG. So I don't know if I want to live with it from the get-go. But that's if Terra's the guy, right? I feel like I said I was gonna live with it. He didn't bring the Tarantula, which is fine, but that is okay. Anyways, I guess. Well, good luck, have fun to Nick. Hopefully it's a fun game without any hacks. A good game. That's all we can wait. And in case I lose at the end, and I get salty because, you know, imagine me doing that, I just, you know, will say thank you to the you know, what's called the UNPL admins for having me in this. It's been quite fun. And yeah. Anyways, let me see what this METANG gets. METANG. Do you get knockoff? You don't get knockoff. It does get Earthquake though, so I had to be careful when it comes to that. I mean, if he had said though. I am gonna taunt you to prevent you from setting up Stealth Rocks on me. And they may switch. I should leave one Earthquake though, no matter what. Because if I leave it from Pupitar, I should leave it from this. But we will see. I just don't want him setting up rocks just yet at least. He could try to switch out too. In case I'm trying to, like, you know, ball switch. I don't know. There's a lot of options. Can't underestimate Nick. He has proven to be very good and resourceful. The fact that it's their water though, we'll see. They are just gonna go for the Earthquake. Please tell me I take two. I take two. Perfect. Okay. Cool. Do I wanna ball switch out? If I ball switch, I go into you, right? And you could have Grass Knot. I could knock off. And I feel like if I go into you, you just like Terra. Let me try to see how much investment this thing has. METANG with an Earthquake. It is physical though. It did 120 to me. So it is at least adamant. No, it actually has investment. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and try to ball switch. Yep. Okay, we did a good chunk. I don't think it is what you call it? I don't think it is Eviolite. So we are gonna do that. They are gonna go for the same Hembot. That's a good chunk, but it doesn't kill, which is good. We are gonna recover with the leftovers a little bit. They could Terra here, and if they Terra, that's actually pretty good for you. So yeah, let's try to flip turn. And if they Terra, I get rid of the Terra on the Pupitar, which will be nice. They could also switch. I don't know. This METANG is annoying. Okay, they're not going to Terra. They're gonna go into what? Hitmonchan? Shan White. Shan White is Mr. Dragapult or Draclo. Okay. Alright, I did a little bit of damage, which tells me it is somewhat bulky. Blastoise versus Draclo. If it is this. Okay. So can my Dugtrio one-shot it? It cannot. Can my Charizard one-shot it? What does Dracula has? It could have Thunder Wave, it could have the Burning move. It's not enough damage though. Charizard probably doesn't. Charizard. I will do a good chunk with Dragon Pulse. I could also go to you and try to start setting up spikes. What do you go into? You could go into the guy, right? Going to you and you kill Thunder Wave me. I think I'm just gonna go into this guy. If you are not Eviolite, you die to the Throat Chop. Although I'm pretty certain that it is indeed Eviolite. Anyway, Dugtrio, Alola. The Throat Chop does the most damage. So, yeah, let's try to go for it. Okay. Oh wow, that is super defensive. Yeah, no, and he's gonna wield it. Yeah, perfect, excellent. Immediately wasting my guy. Okay, all right. I mean, it is what it is, you know. Yep. Yeah, I realistically don't need anything else burned anyway. So, yeah, here we could we do nothing now with this. I could go to you and try to. So I feel like it is Thunder Wave and whatnot. At this point in time, I think I'm just gonna go for an Iron Head, I think. In case they go into... Yeah, that's such a waste of my Dugtrio, dude. I'm gonna go for the Iron Head in case they go into the Bear and they wanna save this. Don't see point of it. The Throat Chop is not gonna kill it. So I might as well, you know. So this is super defensive to be a spin blocker. So they really want the hazards out, huh? Could have potentially go into Charizard, but my thing is, if they paralyze Charizard, I am in such bad trouble. Okay, they could go to the Burning here. Blizzard Bomb. I don't know what this is. This is the Burn. Okay, cool. Okay, we do a good little chunk of damage. It's not the most, but it's not the worst either. I guess I could find out here if you are Choice Scarf. Because I think you're just gonna knock off. If that's the best for you, so I'm just gonna go for the thing. Yeah, it is Choice Scarf. Okay, that's good to know. The Tangle Hair is gonna lower your speed, which is fantastic for me. It knocks off my Life Orb, which is fine. I could go into you. They went into the Draclo, right? So, I could go into you, try to eat a knockoff. I could go into you. They go into... More than likely, they go into... I don't think they stay in versus this. So, they will go into... Potentially the guy. If I go into you, I cannot close combat just yet. If I go into you though, I can Scorching Sands. Will Scorching Sands do the trick versus... I could also go into you, but they just knock off my Eviolite, and I don't want them knocking off my Eviolite. If I go into you, they could stay in. I'm just gonna go Toothless. I know their Choice card. So, anyways, my Charizard versus Pupitar. Scorching Sands will never two-shot it, right? If you're Eviolite, yeah, but it does a good little chunk of damage that could be helpful later on. So I'm just gonna go for the Scorching Sands. Hopefully they don't stay in. That would be terrible. Okay, they don't stay in. Cool. Drill. That sounds like a dragon. So maybe we can snag a burn. That would be nice. Oh, that's actually a 2-shot. Ooh, okay. And we snag the burn. Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. Cool. We just go for it again. Screw it. If you Terra, then you don't have a Terra on the METANG, which is fine. Maybe I should have thought about switching first, actually, but hitting this is so tempting. So we're just gonna go for it and see what happens. Like I said, they will have to Terra Dragon to get out of losing the Pokemon, or they will have to go to Bombardier on a hard read, which they could do. They are good enough to do it. I know that. But you know, it is a situation of I really want to kill what is in front of me here. So let's try it out. I don't think they Terra here. They just don't seem like the type of player that will do that with a burn guy. But you know, it's can be a bunch of things. Okay, they're gonna go into the guy, into the flying guy. Yeah, Blizzard Bomb. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Coolio. So are you going to knock up here? Probably. How much do we care? I mean, you could end up getting paralyzed if you knock off. Alright, well, we'll see if it was worth it. I should just go for the fire move. If I go for the fire move, this bird will be in trouble. Bombardier. One thing I should note from them is that they really like to okay, they switch out into what? Into Draydu. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, that is okay. I feel like I can actually one-shot you with the low kick here if you don't Terra. Shedskin. Ooh, that is unfortunate. Electaboost with this guy is called Pupitar. I mean, the fact that I did so much, I feel like I have to go for the low kick and pray to God it works. Yes! Yes, dude! Oh, that's so good. Electaboost, you are the man, dude. Oh, that is so good. Ah, okay. He got me last game with Grass Knot on a Heavymon, and I got him with low kick on a Heavymon this game. Okay. Okay. Fact that he hasn't brought a Striker versus this tells me that he potentially doesn't have the electric immunity on it. Oh, well, we're about to find out. We are about to find out. I feel like they could just overhit into something here. I leave every hit that you do, though. So I'm gonna go for the knockoff and hope to God that it works. There's high sword power. Okay. Well, thank God I leave it, but it is rough. Okay, we get rid of the Salak Berry. Ooh, okay. Coolio. So. It is rough. We did a little bit of damage. Do we leave a hit? Does Charizard leave a hit? Charizard from this Striker. 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 If you are like Wild Charge. 252. I do not leave a hit. Okay. Well, I probably need to let you kill me here. Although, you know what? Screw it. We'll try to save the guy. Okay. We'll see if that comes back to bite us in the butt. All right, didn't for that one. But yeah. Okay. Cool. I could Terrastalize here and try to do something. I think that's not a bad play. So Terrastalize, go for the Super Fang, go for the Spike. That is a good question. He does have a healthy guy. He does have the drag load. I don't want to be taking an overhit from this. So we're gonna terrestrialize, and if he goes METANG though, that is annoying. Let's go ahead and terrestrialize and spike up. Okay, they're not gonna switch, or they're gonna both switch. One of the two. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, you know. But this thing can go very much overheat. And my Quilladin will not appreciate an overheat. Yep. That is severely annoying that he keeps doing that to me. But you know, it's absolutely fair. So, I would imagine he goes METANG here, right? I mean, I try. What can you do? I'm gonna super fan, try to put something low. Especially putting the METANG low will be nice. But having this terrestrialize is good to be able to switch into the Bombardier. So, let's see what they go into. Pluck. That sounds like this guy. Yep. Yep. And we are gonna hit you with the super fan, which is fantastic, which puts you on puts us on a relatively good position. We go to you. If they set up rocks, they set up rocks. If they don't set up rocks, then they're gonna get punished. Could also go to you. Actually, I'm gonna go to you. I could have gotten 50 on that safe striker though. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, we'll go to Rambo. Are they gonna say rocks? They just go for the second pot. That does a lot, dude. That does a lot. I respect that. I respect it. This is potentially where the Terrastal is, right? So I'm actually gonna go for the Dragon Pulse here. And if they terrestrialize, hopefully we can kill it. I'm not super invested, and depends on whether they are what they are, but you know. I really dislike that he's staying. Okay. Cool. Can't believe he would just no Terra, dude. It is what it is. Well, this is where he terras and he kind of cooks me. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Could also switch out. If he switches out, that's fine. But yeah, this METANG dude just keep cooking us. Yeah. Son of a... Yep. Yeah, there's no way I kill it. Even with Tauren. At least not on base with what I did before. So close, dude. Yep. Yep. Okay. So we go Electabuzz here. We kill this, which is good. We still have this. Okay, that's not the worst. I don't want to go into this because, you know, in case this has Volley Punch, it should have a rock move. But in case it doesn't have it, right? I definitely want to kill this though. So I would just go for knockoff here. If he goes into Hitmonchan, that is fine. I could also go for Ball Switch. But if he goes to Striker, I just give it a boost for no reason. Let's go into knockoff. He's gonna go Hitmonchan. Okay, well, he's gonna give me, I guess, a little bit of damage on something. Blitzen. Okay. I mean, that's fair. That is very fair. I should have just gone for the other move. But you know, it's taking damage. It's taking damage. If I go into you... Yeah, okay. He could Baton Pass. Seems like neither of us wants to give anything up, which is funny. Yeah, man. Okay, Wild Charge, yeah. That doesn't do a whole lot. Gets damage with Recall. I think this is a good opportunity for me to just Terra Blast, to be honest with you, because even if it taunts me, I potentially kill it, right? Quillading, Terra Blast, 33 to 42. That looks like it should kill. Yeah, he's just gonna taunt. Yeah. Yeah. You will think after 20 different attacks, I will finally get how he plays this damn Pokemon. But clearly I'm an idiot, and I don't, so, you know. There goes that guy. And Quillading is somewhat healthy. Somewhat. Should still be able to take a few hits. Yeah, okay. I think the drug load, even if it burns me, could go down. So yeah, this is gonna be very interesting to what he goes into here. The METANG has Senhenbot, it has Earthquake. I mean, I feel like it doesn't have rocks. I feel like the rocks were on the Pupitar. Although, yeah, I feel like the rocks were on the Pupitar. So if he goes METANG, I'm just gonna go hard into Electabuzz, because I'm sure it's faster than this thing, and then I can go Charizard in the turn after. Having this strike at death though is very helpful. If I should Surf with the first thing though, I should have Surf, Force it to Terra, and then Dragon Pulse. I would have been a better play, I would have been a smarter play, but I didn't. So yeah, here's this guy. Like I said, hopefully the last move is not Steel Rock, but we will see. We will see, man. We will see. Bombardier, your Choice Scarf. A Sneasel has... You should be on range for a Sneasel to kill you. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be close, I guess. Okay, there is a Senhenbot. Kills us with a critical hit. No static drop, unfortunately, but that is fine. Okay, so what do I want to go into here? So if I go into you, he goes Bombardier the turn after. Which is fine. If I go into you, I can kill you with Trop Chop. That means that he goes into Bombardier and just Brave Burst a couple times, which is not great. I do have to go into you. Alright, this is gonna be a challenging one. I feel like... Would you go into the Draglow here? Would I kill the Draglow? You go into Draglow, this doesn't kill it. It could Thunder Wave me. So I will have to be very careful. If he goes Bombardier here, I don't think this kills it, but you're kind of in a position where, you know, Braver has to kill. This is a very difficult position. Could go for this, but I risk missing. Gonna go for this. He's gonna let me kill it, that's fine. That's pretty good. Bombardier versus Charizard. Unfortunately, he's putting me in a position where it's really hard. Because if he Brave Bird, he doesn't kill my guy, and he dies. If he Rock moves, you know. Yeah, dude, this is not an easy game. The fact that his Pokemon live on this sliver of health is really annoying. Now, how he got him paralyzed on the Senhenbot versus the Electabuzz, this will be... You're going to this? Okay, so you're gonna Thunder Wave. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. You're not faster, I mean, this should kill you. Thank you. Thank you very much. So he has opened up my Sneasler to kill close combat now. He has really opened up my Sneasler to kill close combat. Holy cow. I don't know why you will do that. But we will take it. Hitmonchan. We'll take from Sneasler. Takes a good chunk. Sugar Ray. Okay. Okay. Well, do I value the damage? Am I gonna kill a Hitmonchan with Charizard here? Charizard, if it's a Solves. Hurricane does that much. Flamethrower doesn't do a lot. He could kill me with Thunder Punch, I will assume. Thunder Punch. Yeah, potentially. The question is, do I want to go... I think I'm going to go for the Flamethrower. I just want guaranteed damage, to be honest with you. Oh, shoot. That is so beautiful damage. So this kills me. It didn't kill me. Please don't paralyze me. Thank God. I don't know if I leave a Mach Punch from here or not. But we'll go for the Flamethrower. I may not leave it. It is stab. It is obviously Iron Fist boosted. But if it doesn't kill me, then and we live on 69, it's nice. If it doesn't kill me, then we are in a very good position to potentially win the game. But we will see. We will see. If I go for the Hurricane there, I guarantee win the game. But I have to hit it, and if I don't hit it, I'm on a much worse position actually. So, you know, it is what it is. I am on Blaze though, so if he switches to the Bombardier, Bombardier dies. So he doesn't have my punch, or he decides not to go for it. That is beautiful. Charizard, you are... There's a reason why you're my favorite Pokemon, dude. Ah, it's so good. He has been doing so much work this game. This Bombardier is Choice Scarf, which is annoying. But in here, he has to go for... He probably could go for the flinch, I guess. But, you know, it is going to be what's going to be, right? We go for the Flamethrower. He's going to go for Barrier. That guarantees that he cannot win now. Unless you are like the bulkiest of bulkiest. But we are going to go into M&M here. We should be able to take one and Synthesis up. Let me see. Quilladin. My Quilladin versus this Choice Scarf Bombardier. Bombardier, Choice Scarf. If I Terra. Even if you're Adamant, you're not doing anywhere near. So we're just gonna Synthesis up to try to leave. Yep. And that should be game. I'm pretty sure that should be game. As long as we can get it to 50%, the Quilladin can just kill it with the guy. I'm gonna Synthesis one more time. If they forfeit, I completely get it. Maybe they're hoping for a crit. I'm not gonna let you get it. So we are gonna get the Synthesis up. It is crazy how good this Pokemon is once the freaking thing. I do not know why you will go into Draclo though. But you know, I'll take it. Anyways, we go for the Terra Blast as they're gonna break it one last time. That will put them way below the 50% needed. Quilladin doing what he came to do last game. Actually putting on ton of work. GG's to Nick, dude. It was so freaking... this game is... It was a good game. It was a little frustrating, the fact that those invisible focus ashes. But, you know what? He is a very good freaking player, dude. It is annoying how good he is at predicting me, especially. You know. But then again, you know, last time my Blastoise did only have ice and water moves, so I will understand. But then again, if you expected me to only have water and ice move, then why wouldn't you use Terra and guarantee that I cannot hit you? But then again, it was my fault. I should have used water move first, force into Terra, and then Dragon Pulse. In any case, GG's to Nick, man. That was a hard-fought battle. And yeah, we're gonna be in finals, dude. We don't have an opponent yet, although I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the Rude. If Fredo upsets them, then I guess they will get to get a rematch versus me having a rematch versus the Rude. But the Rude team is incredibly hard for me to face, so it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Anyways, thank you all for watching this long video. We'll see you in UNPL Winter Wildcard Finals next week. Bye now.